Hey guys, just trying to get out some KONGVID content for you guys, just for those that aren't doing Zoom sessions, so you can still do the session, still have some coaching tips and ideas and stuff for what you have. So for this session, we've got some different bits and pieces. You might have to do some of this outside, some of this inside. If you're going up against the wall, please make sure it's a door that's like going shut, so you're going on this side, not that a door that's going to open, so you're going to kick out open, or use an outdoor wall in your shed or fence even as a possibility. Otherwise, I'm going to show you that. So warm up today. We've got 2 rounds. We've got 15 scat or straight arm push-ups. So these are our normal ones. Fingers forward, not turned out. Fingers forward, retract and protract the shoulders the best you can. You can do that down on the knees as well, keeping the elbows nice and bucked out. So again, fingers forward, retract, protract the shoulders the best you can, trying to get as much range as possible. Then we've got our 12 plank to press. Plank position, up to press position, and back down, and so forth, trying not to wiggle too much around. So press, down to plank, back up without doing all of this type of stuff. So 12 reps total. Next one down, you got 9 hand release push-ups, if you can. To the top, into the bottom, release the hands, thighs are off the deck, back to the top. You can do this on the knees, down, release the hands, thighs are off, back to the top, or even put a pillow or something underneath you to reduce that range a little bit. Just to warm up, but still try and do the best you can with that one. Then you've got a 60-second plank. Back to that plank position, squeeze your butt the best you can, so you're nice and solid, hands are flat down, try not to cross them over, really squeeze through your core. No harbour bridges, no saggy ones either. If you need to, still go to your knees, 1 knee or 2 knee, just to make it challenging as well. Then you've got some wall angles. So you can do this on the wall or on the floor. It's completely up to you depending on what you have available. A wall angle. If you need to, you can stand up. Your butt goes against the wall, shoulders against the wall. Try and make everything nice and flat. We're going to put our hands out to the side or even in a bit of a bend. It's up to you. And you're just going to try and keep your hands against the wall, core engaged. As you can see, I'm not great at this with my shoulder mobility. Arms down to the side. Bring them back up to the top, trying to keep it all engaged. If you need to, come down a little bit lower to engage, up and down to the side, just like a snow angel. Scaling option, down onto the floor, knees up if you like, hands back, bring them straight up, straight back down to the side. Straight up, down to the side, or you can go out, either or, as long as you squeeze back in. Ideally, we bring the hands in, straight up and down into like a bit of a W. So depending on what you have available, if you're allowed to go up against the wall. Your skill work today, you've got a 14-minute EMOM. On the odd minutes, you've got 3 controlled wall walks, walking up and down, or some sort of strict handstand push-ups if you can, if that's at the level you're at, you've got a wall, all that type of stuff's available. On the even minutes, you've got 8 to 10 staller leg lifts, a couple of different options there as well. So with our wall walks, make sure they are controlled, especially if you're doing it against a jib rock wall, because you don't want to leave marks on there. Starting your push-up position, walk yourself up the wall, hands in the best you can. If you can, nose and toes touch. Then I'm going to walk back down, nice and controlled. I am not coming up and then dragging my feet down the wall, and you'll know exactly why when you turn around and see the big marks on there. Otherwise, we've got our strict handstand push-ups. Remember, when you do a handstand push-up, keep tight through your lats as you come down, engage through here, hit the deck, push and drive that head through as you do that as well. Maybe even film yourself from the side so you can see if you've got an arch in your lower back or not. We want to be nice and engaged for that one. Just start the leg lifts. So I've got my plates. Now these are hard. A couple of options for you. No plate or with the plate. The easiest option, you're going to have wider legs. Happy for you to put your hands here or even off to the side wherever you're comfortable. We're just going to be lifting our legs up towards the side. Obviously you might be restricted with adductor flexibility. That is okay. If that is too hard, I'm happy for you to lean back a little bit if you like. Feet out or in, depending on your flexibility and mobility. You can sort of still do the same thing that way. If you want to make that one a little bit harder, feet together, hands in front of the body, and we're going to do our leg lifts as well. That's the harder version. This one you may go back as well, just to do a little bit, you should through your lower abdominals. If your legs are cramping up high on the hips here and the quads, that just means your hip flexors are doing the work instead of your core. We want to get that core working, so just push through it. Over time this will develop and the core will start doing work as it gets a little bit more strength. If you want a bit more of a challenge, you can grab your plate, your dumbbell, a couple of pillows, a lounge cushion or something to stack up in front. You can put the hands on the center if you like, out to the side, whatever's more comfortable for you. Lift the legs on and off the plates to make it just a little bit more challenging. The more you lean forward, the harder that one's going to be. Next, we have some tempo push-ups. So they are with a cadence today. We've done your tempo push-ups today, which was down and exploding. Often with a flap or trying to get air. Today it's got a tempo. You've got 4 seconds down, 1 second pause, 4 seconds up, 1 second pause for 4 to 12 reps. Yes, 4 to 12 reps, the best you can. When you do this, you've got 4 sets total, at least 2 minutes rest between your sets, just so you can do the next one. So no matter what your push-up scalability is like, whether it's on your knees, one knee to a lower depth because you've got a towel or a pillow somewhere, that is fine. But when we do this, I want to make sure I am engaging my chest, so I'm going to keep my arm and wrist nice and straight the whole time. I don't want to be winged out to the side, chicken wing. So when I do this today, I'm just going to show you what it looks like on your knees. I've got 4 seconds down, so nice and engaged. The pin of my elbow is forward, my fingers are nice and wide. I've got 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. So you heard me count there 1 Mississippi twice. That was for the 1 second pause at the bottom and at the top. I just done 2-3 reps. You guys have got 4 to 12 the best you can. A really good idea is if you have an interval timer on your phone. If not, go to your Play Store, Apple Store, type in interval timer. Then you can put in the 4 seconds if you like. It'll beep, 1 second rest, 4 seconds up, and go to the cadence of the clock. That works really, really good, and it'll keep you accountable. You don't have to try and think and count while you do it. You just got to listen to the buzzers. That's a really good idea for those ones today. We're trying to get as much tension as we can through that. It's okay if those reps die down. If you do 12 reps your first round, 4 reps your last round, that is okay, as long as you're sticking to that sort of time frame. Don't try and rush through that one. Your conditioning, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have some push-ups with a 10-meter out and back bear crawl. Rest a minute between rounds, and you're going to do that 3 times. So we do 5 push-ups, 10-meter bear crawl, 4 push-ups, 10-meter bear crawl, 3 push-ups, 10-meter bear crawl, 2 push-ups, 10-meter bear crawl, 1 push-up, 10-meter bear crawl, rest 1 minute, do it again for another 2 rounds. You've got some options there for a handstand walk as well, or just a bit of practice. I'll show you some options for that as well. Normal push-ups, not to the cadence now. So like what we've done in the warm-up, chest hits the ground, back to the top, the best we can. Or on our knees, if you want to make that a bit harder, make them hand release push-ups again. Bear crawl. Hands are flat on the ground, Weight is through the palm of my hand. I'm not up on my fingertips. Weight is through my palm. Head is down, palm is up. I'm trying to be up onto my toes the best I can and walk. If you haven't got much room, you can do it in a little square. I've done this in my shed for years. This is how I learned the handstand walk. Literally, in a circle, try and keep within your 4 meter square and just do a few laps. I'd call that 4 meters or so. Otherwise, you can do this across your lawn, up and down your driveway, down that back the hallway a couple of times, or find somewhere else. Scale, so the RX Plus handstand walk can be your option. If you can't do handstand walks, bear crawls are okay. We want to test the next ability. You can kick up to a wall and we can start doing some shoulder taps or arm shifts. So we kick up. Now we can start to lift our hands a little bit. If you're confident, we can start hands touching shoulders. Maybe like 5 each arm to equivalent sort of 10 meters or 5 meters. Just trying to work out steps. So that can be an option for you guys. Then the last bit, got some accessory work. Once you've had a bit of a rest, cool down after the workout. Accessories got tricep dips and to a Tabata. So this could be on a bench, chair, whatever you like. Living room table, bench. Doesn't matter what way your hands are, as long as you're comfortable. Hold up in this position, drop down, back up. If you want to make that a little bit harder, place a plate or something on your lap to add a little bit of load. Just trying to really get you guys strong at push-ups. It's going to help you with your strict handstand push-ups, your normal push-ups, and even things like ring dips, muscle-ups, and that down in the future as well. So have fun with this one, stretch out those tries after. Good luck, guys.